What's up, everybody? My name is Justin, and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. I've got another banger bottle review for you today. Today, we're doing the Blood Oath 2024 Pact 10. Okay, so this is one that I try to pick up every year just because they do only do one release a year, and it's very, collectible for your collection. You can put it either like sideways like this, or you can open it up and have the bottle showing, or you can take it out of the box altogether. So I now have the last 3 years of this. I have Pact 8, 9, and 10 now, and Pact 8 I actually think was runner-up for Whiskey of the Year for me 2 years ago. Last year's didn't quite make it into the top 5 or anything like that, but have high hopes for Pact 10. All right, let's go ahead and open this thing up for y'all. Even just smelling that wood is nice, really. So I did just pick this up today for $150. Got it for $150 today. And a little bit of information on this one. Pact 10 is 2 well-bred rye bourbons and 1 finished bourbon, each complementing the others in this, our 10th edition Pact. In honor of this double-digit milestone, we've achieved a double finish. The first finish was perfected in Cabernet Franc barrels, with the second refined in Merlot casks. Ingredients are corn, rye, and barley, and it's coming in at 98.6 proof. So, really excited to try this one today. The bottles are absolutely amazing. It's got all the cool writing on there. I don't know if I'm going to read it to you in its entirety today. I think I'll skip on that, but it is from Lux Row, if you guys don't know. So whiskey looks pretty nice in there. I like the black label this year instead of a colorful one. It's got a nice black label on there, so really excited to try it with y'all today. All right, let's pop the top, get the nosing straight out of the bottle. Chocolate covered raspberries is the first thing that screams at me. Chocolate covered raspberries, some caramel, like some chocolate caramels. Getting a lot of chocolate is what I'm noticing on this. I don't normally get tons of chocolate, but maybe because it has those wine cask finishes, getting a lot of chocolate on there. Some butterscotch, it's like raspberries and maybe like a hint of a blackberry behind it. A little bit of a salt and pepper note on there too, kind of strange. Go ahead and pour this out today and get the nosing out of the glass. Super excited to try it and add another Blood Oath to my collection. Hey, before we get into the full review today, do me one big favor. Hit like, hit subscribe on the channel. Absolutely free for you, means a lot for me. And if you really want to help support, go ahead and hit that join button. It's $2 a month. You get access to all these videos early. You get your name on the little intro at the beginning of the videos. And soon I'm going to be starting another series that's going to be for members only, where I go back to bottles that I have reviewed in the past and give them a second shot. You might have seen an old release of that come out on the channel here recently. Okay, let's go ahead and get the nosing coming straight out of the glass now. Well, I get some more of the caramel and a little bit of oak coming out of the glass now. Definitely raspberries, maybe like a chocolate covered strawberry on there too. I wasn't getting the strawberry the first go round out of the bottle, but now getting like a chocolate covered strawberry coming out of the glass. There is a hint of like a pepperiness, but not quite like a cracked black pepper, but it's just got like a kind of a pepperiness behind it. Definitely very fruity, very chocolatey, hints of oak and spice in the background. It smells really, really nice. I'm excited to try it today. I generally have liked all the Blood Oaths that I've tried previously, which is just, I believe, the 3 that I own now. So really excited to try this one with you all today. Cheers, everybody. Okay, so I actually get more oak on the palate than I was anticipating. It's like a peppery oak up front, which is not quite what I was expecting. There is some notes of that raspberry, but they're definitely overlaid by that kind of spicy oak flavor. I think there's some caramel in there as well. That's probably the sweetness that coats the tongue a little bit. So I've been trying to get the chocolate notes on the taste that I got on the nose, and I think I've determined that they're there, but it's like a chocolate powder. It's almost more like a chocolate powder than like actual milk chocolate or dark chocolate. You know, like if you had a hot chocolate and it comes in the powder that you put in with the hot milk or the hot water or whatever. If you just like took that powder and put some on your finger a little bit and put it in your mouth, it's kind of like that. So it does have just a a little twinge of bitteriness to it, which is, I think, throwing me off just a little bit because the nose, I think the nose is exceptional. The nose is really, really good, but when it gets to the palate, what you get from the nose doesn't quite transfer to the palate. It's a little bit different. The nose is super chocolatey, super strawberry, super raspberry, and then the palate is more of a peppery oak with the caramel, raspberry, and a hint of that cocoa powder underneath, but it does have a little bit of a bittery finish on the end, which I don't know if that's from the wine or the fact that it's the blend of the hybrid rye whiskeys with the bourbon, or rye bourbon whiskeys with the regular bourbon, and that which was, I think, a finished bourbon. So I think this one is confusing me a little bit more than I expected. I did see one review on it and they really liked it. So let me give this a little bit longer and see if I can put my thoughts together a little bit better. The nose is exceptional. The nose is like A tier nose all day long. So I think my overwhelming thoughts are that I like it. I just wish it tasted like the nose. I think that's where I'm getting a little bit confused on it, because it does have some good flavors to it. It's just not what I was expecting when I went from the nose to drinking it. So I think that's throwing me off a little bit, but let's go ahead and rank this thing on the tier system today. And this one I could also see being one of those ones that needs some time to open up now that I cracked the bottle, because I literally just bought the bottle like 2 hours ago and I was excited, so I really wanted to try it. So I just came home and cracked it with you live. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it just doesn't live up to what the nose does, and I think out of the blood oaths that I've had, now I'm going to have to give this a little bit of time and come back to it. So maybe in one of those members only second shots videos, I'll have to do this blood oath, but I don't know. It's maybe just not what I was expecting or hoping for when I got the nose on this one. So let's go ahead and rank this thing on the tier system today. To give it one last sip before I do. One last sip here before I rank it. Okay, so here we go. Gonna rank it on the tier system for the nose. The nose is an absolute A. I think the palate is a B, and I think the palate is obviously going to override the nose just because it's whiskey. Obviously, you got to drink it. So I think overall, I'm gonna put the Blood Oath Pact 10 2024 edition like high B tier. High B tier. It's still very good, but maybe just a little disappointing of what I was expecting overall. So I'll try and give this thing a little bit of time to open up, come back, make one of those members only videos, the second shot videos. If you didn't see it recently, I did release an old one that I had done a couple years ago. So I look super fat in that video. I was, if you're wondering. So I did that on the Barrel Seagrass, which was one of the first ones I ever did a review for on the channel. Actually, I think the very first one. So yeah, Blood Oath Pact 10. It's going on the high B tier today, but excited to have it in my collection. Excited to keep my Blood Oath collection line going. I now have 8, 9, and 10. Unfortunately, without paying a ton of money, it's going to be impossible almost to get all the ones before that. So for $150, I'll take it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you for your next